All right, what's up, my sexy people? Thank you for joining me in today's live. So we've been drinking, gambling, smoking, and have a little chinita on our lap while gambling, all that shit. Much love to everybody tapping in. So we're just gonna wait a little bit, but I thought I might as well just continue on with a few stories. So it's Halloween night, so I just thought I share with you guys some real fucking serious shit stories. Um, why you guys should be careful. Hey, Randy Jean, what's up? Thank you for joining. Um, I was gonna talk about a whole bunch of shit, so I might as well just start with two stories that are some serious shit. RG Reef, what's up, bro? Happy Halloween to everybody watching. So I'm gonna tell you guys some real stories and why you guys should watch out, and you better will not cry. What's up, bro? All right, so uh, really, I was gonna talk about what's like to be a scientist right here with Raza and everything in the Raza community, but hey, Filthy Rich, what's up, G? But I might as well just share you guys some serious fucking stories. So might as well get started. But anyways, I was gonna talk about a whole bunch of shit today. Um, so we've been drinking, gambling, smoking, all that shit. Chinitas, all that. Grabbing some titties, all that. And women and equivalents to all that shit. But anyways, today I'm gonna share some real stories. I remember when I was living in Campbell. Well, I was staying in Campbell, yeah, all my life, right? But I was in Campbell, and in the middle of the night, there was this woman that she started banging on the door. There was this black lady started banging on the door. It was I don't know. It was past midnight, and I was the one that actually opened the door. And when I opened the door while I was hearing all this banging, she woke me up, and she was banging on the door, and I opened it, and she said that uh I don't know if she said. Oh well, I know her first words was I was kidnapped and I was raped, and if I could come in, I just let her in. You know what I mean? I'm like fuck it. You know what I mean? Normally I don't. I would have, but I could tell that she was actually serious. But anyways, so what she was telling me is that she just wanted to call her kids, see if they were okay. But what happened was she was kidnapped in Oakland. So I live in Northern California. So she was kidnapped in Oakland, or she was partying in Oakland, and somehow she made it all the way to Campbell, so which was maybe about 45 minutes away if there's no traffic. So she was bang. So she was in there crying, and that's what she was telling me. And it woke up because I was staying at my brother's place. So my brother and his wife woke up. Everybody woke up because who the fuck is knocking in the middle of the night? It was past midnight for sure. Um, and it was around this time actually. And one thing that I do remember was always thinking is like, man, how could you leave your kids to go party and all that shit? But you know what? At this day of age that I'm at right now, I kind of get it. But anyways, what she told me is that she got kidnapped and that she was raped multiple times, and she said that she thought she was gonna die, but somehow they ended up releasing her, or I don't know what the fuck happened, but they ended up releasing her, and apparently they released her near where I was staying at, and the first house or first place that she went to was was where I was at sleeping and shit, and she fucking woke me up. Hey Nate, what's up? Thank you for joining. But anyways, yeah, she was staying right there. She called for help, and then maybe like an hour or so later, somebody came and picked her up, and I just thought that was some crazy shit. And all the ladies that are watching this, I know you guys like to party and everything, but just be safe out there, honestly. And then a second story is about 2 years ago, maybe two Thanksgivings ago. This guy was shot right outside my door, maybe like 15 feet away from my window, and I was coming in. All right, so I was driving home from work, coming in, and there was people right in the middle of the street telling me that somebody was shot or something, and they're right there in the middle of the street. Well, I'm like, well, fuck, if the fucker's dead, I'm still gonna go park right next to where I need to go, right in my house where I live. But then he was stopping by, showing some love. Hey Nate, thank you for joining. Just real quick. Hopefully I don't make you guys make this boring, but all that shit. But oh yeah. So anyways, future update. We are gonna have guests on in this platform. We're gonna have future guests and all that. And let me know how the audio sounds. To me, it sounds a little bit off. But anyways, so this guy was shot, right? So I was pulling over, and there's people in the middle of the road, and then I saw the guy that was actually shot, and then I parked, but I noticed he was still alive, and I just wanted to park, go inside the house. I'm like, fuck it, right? And then it's all good. Thank you, Randy. So anyway, so this guy was shot, and then he was asking me for fucking help, and that's some fucked up shit. Cause I was just gonna leave him in the street just to die, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But man, he was calling me for help, and I didn't do anything for him because in the state of California, if you, I don't know, it's like easy way to get sued. It's like, oh, so why did this guy die? Oh, it's because you moved him. Well, that's like an easy lawsuit right there. So my thinking was, I'm just gonna leave this fool right here. Fuck it, you know what I mean? But he told me, but one thing he did tell me is that, hey, if I could get like a pillow or something to cover him, or so he could lean on him, and he said, uh, well, I don't know. He didn't say anything much after that, but he kept crying for me for help. And then I saw other people there, and they were just standing by. So I kind of felt bad that nobody was doing shit for him. So I was gonna go inside, and I was actually gonna grab like a pillow or something for him to lay his head on. But I felt bad for him. But at the same time, I wasn't gonna move him. HCB Brenda, what's up? Hey Brenda, thank you for joining. You're someone I was actually gonna hit you up right now. I don't know why I just started share a few dumb stories that happened to me in the past few years. But so anyways, the guy was asking me for help. Nobody was helping him. So I thought I was just gonna say, oh, you know what? I just went there to pollute the fucking environment, or I don't know what the fuck. But I was just gonna drop a pillow or a cloth or something so he could put his head on because he was shot. Everybody else, but honestly, in my opinion, even though I left that motherfucker right there, I I felt like I did way more than anybody else did. But one thing for sure is that like 3 minutes later, before I even got a pill or anything, the cops showed up, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, that shit ain't on me anymore. But his survival rate was like around 70% for sure. And I don't know, man. It just happened on Thanksgiving Day, so watch out on Thanksgiving also. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about being like a scientist in the Raza, what's it called, community that we're all involved in. And one thing's for sure is that scientists, for honestly, we struggle to communicate with the common public and all that shit. Mostly because we stick to ourselves and we do all our learning on our own. And honestly, the only reason why I'm able to communicate with a lot of you guys is because I spoke to thousands of people trying to sell them my shit, and that's the only reason why I'm able to communicate. But shout outs to everybody that's a scientist and all that, and I totally get everything. But anyways, I just want to talk about how it's like to be a raza in the scientist being a scientist in the raza community. Is that it's kind of crazy because we don't really relate to a lot of you guys. I mean, we relate because we're all the same people, but at the same time, the things we talk about are completely different. And then I noticed, like in the Rasa community, a lot of people think that the fucking Earth is flat and all that shit. And then when you say like something like 3 pi/4, people don't know what we're talking about, and that's just the way to take the volume of a sphere. And it's crazy because when we calculate the gravitational pull and all that, we use the center of the Earth um, as our calculation. One of the Uncycle teaches chemistry at Aries AZ. One of my uncles teaches chemistry in Arizona. Hey, for reals, Brenda. Hey, Brenda. Hook it up with the interview with your uncle, because that's one of the things I really wanted to do. I wanted to interview Raza scientists or scientists in general and bring them on the show, and then bring you guys, the Raza community, with the science community, not just like with the fish community, fuck all that shit, but like the real what do you call it? Like, I want to have like real scientists on my show. So I've been thinking about going back to the school or the university and ask all my professors, hey, could you hook it up with the interview kind of shit? I've been really thinking about that, but that's something I really want to do. And then another thing I really want to do, like, I know I'm gonna be famous once I teach everybody like all my physics stuff. But right now we're doing chemistry, so I wanted to know if you guys are interested in just like skipping the chemistry, or if we should, or what would you guys like want to learn, like chemistry or physics? But the way I did physics is I learned chemistry first and then I did physics. But I don't know. But physics is one of those things that you could skip chemistry. I don't know. The history of chemistry and physics is crazy when they met, because back then in history, the chemists never agreed with the physicists, and the physicists never agreed with the chemists and stuff. Oh yeah, so anyways, another thing I wanted to show you guys today in today's video was actually hold on, let me share screen this real quick. I know I'm going all over the place, but that's what happens when you don't have a fish tank. All right, so okay, there you go. I want to show you guys a interview. It was with Vlad TV. And it was Neil deGrasse. Hold on, guys. I can't spell for shit because my hands all messed up. All right, so Vlad. I think I spelled it right. I'm a terrible speller, guys. All right, so here's the interview.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the
All right, sorry guys, I'm using my
best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon.
All right, here we go. Today we have renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Sorry, guys.
Welcome to Vlad TV.
Thanks for having me. You can call me just Neil. Neil was fine.
All right, so Neil, I want to show you guys.
Yo, big fan for a very long time.
Mark. I left a comment on this video.
Is not the Alzheimer's person. We all, it wouldn't be hard to convince people of this. Even though their body is the original Alzheimer's body, their brain is the other person, and that's who that person becomes.
So something about our people and like our scientific achievements and stuff, like
astronomical analysis,
right? Because there's no zeros in the Roman calendar. In the
Romans had zero was not invented yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not the only reason. CE, Common Era, BCE before they have eschewed.
Right, so I just want to show you guys something real quick, and then we're gonna
get off BC and AD, because that makes a religious reference. I totally celebrate AD and BC because the calendar that we currently use, the Gregorian calendar, we came out under Pope Gregory, who figured out that the leap day system of ancient Rome doesn't work. You have to adjust that. And so they adjusted it and corrected the calendar. A whole lot of astronomical analysis.
Right, because there's no zeros in the Roman calendar. In the
Romans had zero was not invented yet.
Yeah.
All right, so you see that? So you heard it right now that zero wasn't invented yet, but our people invented zero, and we had zero for quite a long time. Smart brand. Oh snap. Smart man Brandon. Oh snap. That's right. Yeah, everybody right here, man. All you guys are fucking smart right here, honestly. Check it out. That's a stinky reefer. That's what's up. Bam. All right. So anyway, so as you were saying that, so as Neil was saying that zero wasn't invented yet, right? But for our people, we already invented zero, and we had zero, and we use technology in a way different way method other than just for war. How are you, brother? Hey, Coral Works, bro. I'm really good, bro. Hey, I'm actually I uploaded. I got the video ready, on the editing. I got the video portion done. Now I just got to do the voiceover, and try to make it a quick clip as possible. But I got the clip of mixing the tank, and I'm debating if I should add where I got the water source or not. But I got the video clip for you, bro. I don't know. It's probably too late, but I'm still gonna upload it. Fuck it. But all that shit, bro. But I've been working on it, and then I just need the voiceover, which I was gonna work on it right after this. But I got that little commercial stuff ready, bro, and all that shit. And then, all right, so going back to Neil, so what I was saying is that zero, like I said, our people, we already had zero, and like it's just kind of crazy how we're never really, like I said, our people are never really given credit for anything, and like everybody always steals our shit, and then they always take everything as their own. So if you ask Neil, I'm pretty sure he'll tell you that calculus or the rate of changes or anything that adds up to zero was probably like done through Isaac Newton and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not the only reason. Yes, because Roman numerals, you cannot represent zero
Yeah.
with Roman numerals. If you ever thought of that, there's no zero. So it's zero. It's that the nation here and where Earth is in its orbit was more precisely defined, or rather, where the sun is its orbit around Earth. We were still largely, among many, we were geocentric at the time. It doesn't matter if you're into frames. That. I'm not going to sweep that under the rug. My favorite musical on Broadway, which I saw in
Alright,
real
so
time
here's
because that's how old I am,
some other
was
shit.
Jesus
But
Christ
like I said,
Superstar.
guys,
I love it.
all that shit, all that shit. But really said that we're never really giving credit for a lot of shit Bam. Ah, fuck. My bad, guys. My shit's all technical difficulties. My Obama phone's going fucking haywire. All right, my bad, everybody. So thank everybody for joining in. I know this was a quick video, but I got $20 from a subscriber, and my internet from the phone I was using fucking went haywire. But thank you everybody for dropping some money real quick. Randy, Brenda, Coral, thank you guys for joining. Honestly, guys, I really appreciate all you guys. Honestly, Filthy, thank you, bro. But anyways, much love everybody that tapped in. I just came in and talk a little bit of shit, and we're out of here.